Welcome back to Rock Your Best Vocals. Jim here, professional singer for almost 40 years, professional vocal coach for over 20 years. Yes, I'm super old. Today, I'm going to give you the biggest insight about singing from the throat. You've been told, don't sing from the throat. Well, I'm going to give you the single biggest insight. It's going to be the biggest aha that you've ever had about singing from the throat. Because this was my biggest aha. And when I started learning how to properly sing from the throat, I know it sounds crazy, but stick with me here. Once I started to learn how to properly sing from the throat, my voice it took on a whole new life of its own. Singing got easier. I could just go up and down the scales and sliding and everything. It was so easy. So you've probably heard, don't sing from the throat. Well, what does that mean to you? And like a lot of people don't even know what that means. Like sing from the throat. What does that mean? It's like that to me is what sing from the throat. Oh, don't like you. And I've sang from the throat for a long time in my career. Trust me, it can be done. There's vocal coaches out there teaching that type of method, and it can work. But it is very tiring, and it's not an efficient way of singing. Like you could do it. Also, it doesn't sound good. Like if I'm singing like this, it's very strained. Oh yeah. Like, well, I can sing up there like that, but that's just very strained. Doesn't sound good either. It's not resonant. Resonance comes from an open space. Think about when you go into your bathroom and sing in your bathroom. That's why we love singing in the bathroom, is this big open and resonant space, and just it echoes off all the walls. Go into a cathedral and you hear that big open space. It's just reverberating, right? That's resonance. So in the body, where does resonance come from? It comes from several different places. It comes from, you can have head resonance. So that I can feel that up here in my head. That's hey, hey, hey. I feel that in my chest. So there's resonating there. And this is what, when people talk about mixed voice, that's what mixed voice is. It's resonating in the head. Up here. And then also adding a little bit of compression in there. So you have that chest resonance in there. Sometimes it's hard to hear when somebody is using a mix. It can be, but they will feel it in their chest. So if I went, like in head voice, that's me bringing chest resonance in there. I don't know if you could hear the difference. Oh yeah. Okay, like oh yeah. That's way more chest there. Oh yeah, right, and that's hurts my throat when I'm doing that. It's just too much pressure up in the throat. That's singing from the throat. But when you think about singing from the throat, where does the sound come from? It comes from your vocal folds. Where are your vocal folds? They're in your throat. So this is where I want to change your idea about singing from the throat, because singing from the throat in the right way just means allowing the vocal folds to vibrate freely. Like that. Oh, 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 oh. All that is singing from my throat. Because the vocal folds are inside my throat. That it has to be that way. If people talk about pressing the sound up in here, I had a student one time talking about he had been trained, like push the sound up in here and doing these exercises, like to push the sound up in here. Sometimes along in my journey, I was forcing the sound up in the front. But there's something else going on in the resonating space that allows that nasality without feeling like you're shoving it up in here. So I want to work with this with me here. Just do this exercise with me. What we're going to do is just kind of start with a breath. like that. Just almost like you're trying to fog up a mirror or something like that. Just a gentle fog on a mirror. And then we're going to just start the vocal folds vibrating as we do that. And as you kind of breathe in to fog up that mirror just a little bit more, if you're using the breath correctly, it will just get more volume. So, like, for example, so I'm using my support correctly. Now, there's a lot of people teaching support incorrectly. They just don't understand. It's if they point to their belly and say diaphragm, that's not where the diaphragm is. Watch my other videos. You can see where I break this down in detail to show you what the diaphragm is. The diaphragm must act as the muscle that controls the outflow of breath, of air. We want a steady stream of air, a steady light stream of air, not forcing, not doing all these kind of things like that. That's just adding force into everything. It should be more of a slow process in the breath, right? So there's this slow, like fogging up a mirror. That's kind of what we're thinking about. That's the kind of motion that the breath should take. And then you can see if I start to sing anything else, I'm singing from my throat, like this. Carry on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest, don't you cry no more. That's all coming from my throat, right? Don't you cry no more. I'm really trying to sing that in here, sing everything of that in here. Now you notice I'm not pushing. There's another thing, I don't know if I'm probably going to cut this. I may cut this out of there. But there's another song that it's gone viral, and I just thought it was like interesting. I listened to this and I was like, okay, well, let me sing this as a guy, sing this. A never-ending midnight sun. Whew, singing that all from the throat. Now you know singing from the throat is the only way to go. That's what you want to kind of listen for that sound. It's all from the throat because the vocal folds are in the throat. So now we know one way to sing with the throat is healthy. The other way to sing with the throat, like this, is not healthy. That's very painful. It's very strenuous. Don't do that with that. Like that, don't sing from a strained throat. Sing from a light and free throat, right? But still sing from the throat. So I hope you enjoyed this. You can join me on Patreon or become a member of the channel. Hit like and subscribe if you found any value of this, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching Rock Your Best Vocals, where your best keeps getting better.